Again, thank you, Toby, for coming back on this. Back. So the next question I want to ask Toby is about, you talked about preparing the CV, about motivation. So the next question that I think is important is, where can people look for to search for jobs? But sometimes I think, depending on the country that you are in, the portals or the websites that you can use to search for jobs are quite different. But for someone who is in Germany, how do you search for a job? Or how do you go about searching for a job? Or what portals or websites do you use in searching for those jobs?
Yes, that's a good question. Yeah, for yeah, how I start with this? Okay, there are like different aspects to it. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes or a lot of times one has a dream job or a dream place to work.
Mm.
So yes, so for example, your dream, you might want to work in a bank, for example. Let's use a bank for example, and let's say, let me mention of a German. Let me make use of a German bank as an example. Maybe Deutsche
Mm.
Bank, for example. You have always been dreaming of working at
Which you
Deutsche
can-
Bank.
Mm.
So for me, if I were into banking and finance, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to Deutsche Bank websites, go to their
Mm-hmm.
career portal,
Yeah.
start looking for all possible jobs. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I did for my engineering job too. I had like some companies that I
Mm.
wanted to work with,
Okay.
or I was dreaming of working with. So I went straight to their career portal, started applying, started looking for vacancies in those companies.
Mm.
But but also it's always good to spread out your wings and
Mm.
try out different places. So that's where the portals come from. That's why I say it's a very good question, and I have to think
Mm.
a little bit about that. So
Mm.
they're like websites like indeed.de, like indeed.de,
Okay.
which where it's like a portal where you can
Mm-hmm.
put in your the job title you want, for example,
Mm-hmm.
your qualification, and then they have like some filtering engines for you. You
Okay.
could subscribe to their newsletter, and they keep on
Mm-hmm.
sending you jobs,
Mm-hmm.
like, or offers like that you
Mm-hmm.
can apply to. I think there's also
Yeah.
like job Mensa, and there's job
Mm-hmm.
forum websites that one can always apply to. But,
Mm.
but one thing that is very important is to make use of LinkedIn, for example.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is a very good means
I
of
agree with
getting
you.
job.
Mm-hmm.
Like filling your profile, make it like your CV, like make it the best of the best possible. Make yourself sellable on LinkedIn, on
Market.
Zinc,
Yeah.
like
Market. Market.
XING is like just a job marketplace where you could
Mm.
really put in your profile, and there are always a lot of HR, a lot of head hunters, they call them,
Mm.
that go through different profiles,
Mm.
and make sure that you are searchable. Make sure that you have the right titles there.
Mm.
That when the HR or the head hunters are looking for people, they just
Mm.
put in the search and the,
Mm.
the word they are looking for,
Mm-hmm.
and your name also pops up. Like,
Mm.
okay, we're looking for engineers
Mm.
or development and software engineers, for example.
Mm.
Make sure that you have software engineering in your profile, so that
What
your
if I-
name also pops up for
Mm.
them to reach out to. And
Okay.
this helps because if your profile is very good, your inbox will just be, you will just be sliding into your DM like, we have this job offer, or come and apply here. We have something that is suitable, that fits to your profile, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That helps. Like my LinkedIn, or my no my Zing, actually, XING in
Mm-hmm.
Germany here. For a while I left it on as I'm searching for a job in this area and this area, and I was noticing I get like maybe 2 3 job offers like in a week or something like that. Like
Wow.
there's always a face that's like that you just be
Yes.
getting.
Just people just want to chat you up
Yeah,
and.
they're just like, look, they'll send you like emails or let messages and say, check out this profile. Are you
Mm-hmm.
interested in this job? Can you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We saw that you can program in Python or C++. We have a
Mm-hmm.
job that is related to this. We would love to
Yeah.
apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
if you have a very good profile, then
Mm.
people look out for you, or look for you to
Okay.
give you a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So thank you guys for thank you Toby for that. What I will do for you guys is that I will drop links of these websites that Toby mentioned. I'm going to drop them in the in the in the description below after on this video. So go to them and check out those websites, and I would be adding some other ones right? I think there's also, like, for example, we we
Yes.
online, or there's actually a lot of them. There's Stepstone, for
A
example.
lot.
I'm surprised I didn't mention
Yes.
Stepstone.
I
There's
forgot it skipped my mind totally.
Stepstone, there's I think there's Monster.
Yeah, there's mustard.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
So
mustard also.
there's expert world or something. They have
Yeah.
a lot of, a lot of websites or
Yeah.
portals where you can actually, see jobs,
Yes.
um,
Yes.
and
That's
apply
very
to them.
true.
Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
I
Thank
think
you for that.
there's also Glassdoor for a lot of people
Exactly.
also now.
There's
Glassdoor is
Glassdoor. I
there.
think Glassdoor and LinkedIn, so, and Indeed, they are now one. They merged.
Ah,
So, but
okay.
yeah, Glassdoor is
And there's
definitely
Kununu
go
also.
to. Yes, it's definitely good to for
Y-
for job searching journey. Definitely,
Yes.
definitely. So
Yes.
thank you very much to me for helping to answer that question. So guys, thank you for staying, for watching this particular question to the end. And then for the next, if you are just joining this particular episode or this particular video, we also answered some other questions in other episodes. So you want to go to the description in this video to see the links to those other videos, because we have a whole lot of answers for you that will help you shatter your way in Germany in terms of after graduation getting a job. Okay, so I wanted to ask one more thing. The point of, when I first came to Germany, something was really important, going to career fairs.
Mm. Yeah.
So did you, like when you were student, did you go for job searches during career fair? Like did you attend any career fair? And what was your experience? Did you get anything out of it, or was it just a show or something?
Yes, that's a good question too. I attended some career fairs.
Mm-hmm.
In our school also there were some that that came over to advertise their products,
Mm-hmm.
advertise job and vacancies.
Okay.
Well, what I got out of most of them was just contacts
Mm.
actually. I
Mm.
got contact. But one thing I can say, contact and also advices also helps.
Mm.
Like for my CV actually, I spoke with an HR personnel from a company. I
Mm-hmm.
just showed her my CV and she was like, "Oh, increase the size of your picture, for example." She was
Mm.
making like crosses on my CV right at the job fair, like
Wow.
correct this part, remove this part, move this part,
Are you
and I
kidding?
was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm serious." At the job fair. So that way, that was like I took from that. I was like, okay, even if I don't get a job in this company, I
You got
got
to free
this like
advice.
advice, useful advice. So I
Okay, that's a
used it.
good
I
one.
used it for my applications. Yeah.
Wow.
She was like, she was like, increase your profile picture a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
place it at this side. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, wow. Since I overlooked totally.
Mm.
So that's what it helps. But there are people that also, you go there, you talk with like maybe a manager or like some sales representative,
Mm.
and then you get job interviews or invitation to come for an interview.
Mm.
For example, it happens too, but
Mm.
it does not give you the assurance that you get a job from them.
Mm-hmm.
But you surely get experience. You can also practice your skill of talking with
Mm.
HR personnel
Like a
also.
pitch,
Exactly.
elevator pitch or something.
Exactly,
Mm.
exactly.
Mm.
And even later, when you go for a job interview in that same company, you could always make reference to the job fair. That
Job
oh, I was
fair.
at this job
Mm.
fair,
Mm.
and I spoke with this person
Mm.
on this stand at this stand, and we spoke about this and this and this, and that's why
Mm.
I'm actually here for the job
Mm.
interview. It's good. It really helps also
Wow.
for the conversation. Yeah, it does
Wow,
help.
that's awesome. So thank you. I also attended some job fairs, and then I can really attest to what you said, because
Mm,
all the job fairs I attended, I didn't really get like a job offer from those job fairs.
mm,
However, I know that, in job fairs, if your CV is really good, you can even schedule an interview.
yes.
Schedule an
Yeah.
interview with one of the companies, and if you're good and they find that there's a fit, they will give you an offer, especially for internships and all of that.
Yes.
Right. So,
Exactly. Yes.
and
Yes.
then like you said, networking, like you get the contact, go back,
Mm,
go back on LinkedIn, on seeing, connect with
mm,
them, introduce yourself again. Say, okay, I just want you to be in my contact. Because the thing is, if somebody is now searching for someone who has a particular skill, right?
mm, yes.
Because, and then maybe you are in the third party of their contacts. Because you're
Mm,
in the third party of their contacts, your profile is more likely to be shown to that
to
person.
them. Yeah.
than someone who is not in their global network. You get what I'm trying
Exactly.
to say? So I
Yes.
think, yeah, I think
Yes.
for the contact is also interesting. And then it's also very nice that, that's HR person. I'm sure it's a lady.
Just a lady. Yeah. Just a lady. Yeah.
Yeah, that HR
Yeah.
person helped you to
Yes.
to give you some heads up on what you need to do and what you need to address, which is good. And I'm
Mm.
sure that after you did that changes, you saw a difference in the way in the response you get from companies regarding
Exactly. I was like, oh, no wonder I didn't get any response before. It explains everything. Nobody's doing me from home or anything. It's myself. My CV was not good enough.
oh well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for that. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have learned a number of things from this video, right? From this particular episode. Toby dropped some very important things. And again, if you're just joining us and you're just coming across this video, we've uploaded some other videos on this series. Go back there and check them out and expose yourself and have access to that information because information is power.